A popular fan theory speculates that Helaena Targaryen's children were actually fathered by her brother AymOn, not her brother-husband King AegOn II Targaryen. Warning: this video contains spoilers for House of the Dragon Season 2 and George R.R. Martin's book, Fire and Blood. Despite teenage Alicent Hightower's declaration that the Targaryens have queer customs, when hearing the rumor that Rhaenayra slept with her uncle DAymOn, Alicent would later force her own children into incestuous relationships. In order to increase the Green's legitimacy on the Iron Throne and avoid a betrothal with Rhaenyra's son Jaycerys, Alicent and Veeserys' daughter Helaena Targaryen was married to her brother AegOn. Following Aegon's coronation, Helaena becomes queen during the Targaryen Civil War, with her twin children Jaehaerys and Jaehaera Targaryen being the heirs to the Iron Throne. But an ironic House of the Dragon theory suggests that Aegon is not the father of Helena's children, although she does imply that he sexually assaults her when he's drunk. While Aegon has bastards of his own in King's Landing, certain details in House of the Dragon Season 1 suggest that Aegon's younger brother AymOn, One-Eye Targaryen, is the real father of Helena's son and daughter. Not only would this make King Aegon's heirs bastards, but it would also change the circumstances of House of the Dragon's most horrifying moment. House of the Dragon Season 1 has surprisingly dropped subtle hints that AymOn and Helena's relationship is more than the typical brother-sister bond, for those outside of House Targaryen. While the pair aren't often seen interacting, AymOn always defends or acts kind toward Helaena when they're together, which AymOn doesn't do for anyone else. In House of the Dragon Episode 7, young AymOn even snapped at Aegon for calling Helaena weird, and went as far as to suggest that he wished Alicent had made her marry him instead of Aegon. As adults, AymOn and Helaena continue to interact in ways that seem to be teasing a romantic subplot. Some evidence comes from House of the Dragon Episode 8 when Jaycerys asks Helaena to dance at dinner. While Aegon couldn't care less about Helaena dancing, AymOn situates his chair to directly face Jace and his sister, looking more angry and stern than usual. The next morning, AymOn suddenly arrives at Helena's chambers and is surprised to see their mother Alicent there talking to her. With Helena's children having just been taken out of the room, it's left ambiguous why AymOn came to see his sister. More hints about AymOn and Helena's possible relationship were dropped in House of the Dragon Season 1, Episode 9 as the Greens hurried to crown Aegon. When AymOn and Criston Cole walked through King's Landing, the prince said he was next in line to the Iron Throne, whereas Aegon's son Jaehaerys is truly the heir. However, if AymOn is actually Jaehaerys' father, then his statement is correct. Later on, AymOn steps in front of Helaena when Rhaenys and Meleys confront the Greens at Aegon's coronation. Considering AymOn and Helaena don't seem to have close relationships with any other characters, their interactions could be interpreted as more than just sibling affection. Beginning with House of the Dragon Episode 7, Aegon Targaryen made his feelings about marrying Helaena known. Aside from the two not sharing anything in common, Aegon had his sights set on the women of King's Landing and indulging in alcohol. Helaena, however, was more reserved and seemed to detest any notion of sleeping with Aegon. Outside of the dinner in which Helaena says Aegon completely ignores her unless he's drunk and wants sex, House of the Dragon hardly reminds viewers that the siblings are married. Since the Green Dragon Riders Helaena and Aegon have been married for 6 years and have presumably only gotten pregnant once, it's possible that the few times they slept together never truly yielded children. The most agonizing scene to come in House of the Dragon is known as Blood and Cheese, which sees the eponymous assassins Blood, a butcher, and Cheese, a ratcatcher, brutally murder Helena's son Jaehaerys. Following the murder of Prince Lucerys Velaryon by AymOn Targaryen, which House of the Dragon Season 1 finale reveals was an accident, DAymOn Targaryen declares that his stepson's death will be avenged. DAymOn promises Rhaenyra a son for a son, then has Mysaria hire Blood and Cheese to sneak through the Red Keep and kill Aegon and Helena's son. While a son for a son was understood in George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood book as meaning DAymOn would kill Aegon's son for his allies killing Rhaenyra's son, it would be far more fitting if Jaehaerys was actually AymOn's child. Since it was AymOn who killed Lucerys, the revenge should have been on him, not Aegon, who had no knowledge of the event until after it occurred. As such, blood and cheese isn't technically a son for a son, but rather a nephew for a son, unless AymOn is Jaehaerys' father. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.